You make thousands of decisions every day, but what if I told you that most of them aren't yours? Today, we're diving into the science of nudging, the psychological art of steering behavior without restricting freedom of choice. You'll learn how subtle changes in your environment are quietly rewriting your habits and how you can use these principles to hack your own life for the better. At its core, a nudge is any aspect of choice architecture that alters people's behavior in a predictable way. Think about the classic airport urinal experiment. By simply etching a small image of a housefly into the porcelain, maintenance costs dropped by 80% because men had a target. It didn't force them to aim, but it triggered an instinctual reaction. This works because our brains are essentially cognitive misers, constantly looking for the path of least resistance. By changing the default option, you can bypass the friction that usually stops us from making healthy or productive decisions. The most powerful tool in the Nudger's kit is the default effect. Humans are notoriously prone to inertia. We tend to stick with whatever option is pre-selected for us. This is why countries that require citizens to opt out of organ donation have significantly higher participation rates than those that require you to opt in. We aren't choosing based on deep conviction. We're choosing based on the path provided. Understanding this reveals a startling truth. Your environment is often a more accurate predictor of your behavior than your willpower will ever be. But if defaults are effective, could they be used against you? Many companies use dark patterns to nudge you toward subscriptions or excessive spending, which is a manipulation of the same science. Interestingly, research shows that you can self-nudge by introducing strategic friction. If you want to eat less junk food, simply move it to a high shelf or store it in an opaque container. By increasing the effort required to reach for that snack, you force your brain to transition from autopilot into conscious decision-making. Later, we'll explore the ethics of who controls these nudges and why you should be skeptical of the convenient choices presented to you online. Ultimately, nudging teaches us that we're not the purely rational agents we imagine ourselves to be. By adjusting your surroundings, setting your workout gear out the night before, or removing distractions from your workspace, you can outsmart your own impulses. You don't need more willpower, you just need better architecture. If you found this insight into your own brain helpful, hit that button and subscribe for more deep dives into behavioral science. Let's know in the comments, what's one nudge you've set up in your own life to build a better habit?